All right, welcome back to Cooking with Chef Brett. Today I'm going to show you how to clean, cook, and eat steamers. Believe it or not, cooking is the easiest part of the three. We just got 5 simple ingredients: steamers, garlic, basil, butter, and white wine. Now cleaning them can be a little trickier, but don't worry, I've tried about every single way there is to clean these guys over the last 20 years, and I'm going to show you what I have found to be the most reliable, and it actually ends up being one of the easier ways. Third, when it comes time to eat these guys, there's a couple of things you have to do. So even if you don't want to cook these, hang around to the end and I will show you how to eat steamers. So we're going to get started, take you over to the sink, and we're going to wash these bad boys up. Let's go. All right, so you're going to put your steamers in a pot or a container that's big enough that they have plenty of water. You can move them around like this. Almost think about them like being, a washing machine, just going back and forth, side to side, and moving those around. And then you see that water's getting kind of dirty. Pour off some of that water. Fill the pot again with cold water. Moving the steamers around. You may have to do this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 times. So you're going to keep doing that until the water's pretty clean. You might see a couple little things floating, but overall, take a look there. You can see the water's pretty clean. And from there, you're going to just take your steamers, transfer them into a pot. And we are going to take you over to the stove, show you how to cook these. All right, we got the steamers in the pot. Fire that up on high heat. We're going to put a little wine in there. That's about a 1/4 cup. Steamers are going to give off a lot of their own broth. If you don't have the wine, you could use water. You could use some beer. So I put in a 1/4 cup of basil, a little bit of butter. And now all we really got to do is put the top on these, and we are going to let them cook. It's been 10 minutes, so let's see what we got. We got a lot of steam coming up. See where we're at here. Oh yeah, they're looking beautiful. Everybody's looking open there. Let's give a little stir to just get a look at everybody. Yeah, these guys are ready to roll. So let me show you how we're going to plate these up. All right, we're going to transfer these to a bowl. You could even serve them in this pot if you wanted. It'd be kind of nice to have them in the pot, but the key is we're going to need some of this broth that came out. You can see how much broth is in that pot now. The broth is going to serve 2 purposes. It's going to help us clean off any extra sand, which you'll see in a minute. It's also a lot of flavor if you have some bread you want it to dip. All right, so we're going to need some of this broth here in a separate bowl on the side. Now, sand is just part of the experience with steamers. We did what we could to wash off all that we could, but as you can see, like these guys, the sand gets trapped in here on the shell in between. It's going to be in between this thing. So if you're scared of sand, it might be a little problem for you. All right, so I'm going to pour a little of that broth in here. I'm being careful because I know that there's sand on the bottom in this pot, and I don't want to pour it on there. See that? Usually I have found these ones with the white shells are sandier. So if you can get ones that have like a blue shell, they're usually not as sandy. All right, I'm going to show you how to eat these bad boys. All right, now we're at my favorite part. We get to eat the steamers. So you're going to need a couple of things. Remember, we got our broth that we're going to use to wash the steamer off, butter, bowl for our shells. You might want a couple napkins too. So here we go. We're going to take the clam out of the shell. And it's got this little skin thing that's attached to the neck there. So we're going to pull that off. Okay. Now we got a nice little handle. We give these clam a little wash in the broth. Dip in the butter. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. I have to have me another one because that is good. Good, good, good. So I pull that skin off, remember? I kind of hold it there, and then with my other hand, kind of just pull that off the neck. Looks a little freaky, but let me tell you, it's totally worth it because they are delicious. They're sweet. Tastes like, this tastes like summer. I mean, these with a cold beer, glass of white wine, that's the way to go. So thanks for hanging in to the end there. If you found any value, enjoyed this content, consider hitting subscribe or giving me a thumbs up. And until then, see you next time.